Hello everyone and welcome to the Fed Talk. I'm Shaila de las Alas and I'm excited to have a special guest with us today. She's someone who plays a vital role behind the scenes of a thriving cake and pastry business, ensuring that every customer query is answered with care and professionalism. Please welcome Miss Reina Amor. Hi Miss Reina, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing fine. It's nice, and I'm very glad to be here in your podcast.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Now let's dive right in because I'm sure our audience is eager to get to know more about your journey. So to start, could you share with us a little bit about yourself?
So, hello everyone. Again, I'm Reina Marcamora. I am a third-year student here in USTV. So, besides that, I also do modeling and being an ambassador, and I am proudly part of the Sublanche family.
Now you're at the front line of customer communication, which is so important. How do you ensure that every customer inquiry is answered in a way that reflects the quality and values of your brand?
So, pertaining to the qualities and values of our brand, I treat every customer inquiry as an opportunity to build a relationship. So, it is always important to respond promptly, professionally, with a personal touch rather. I make sure to answer all questions thoroughly and address any concerns they may have because I want customers to feel valued and appreciated, just like they would if they were visiting the shop in person.
Now speaking of quality, I've seen how creative and visually stunning the cakes and pastries you represent. What do you think makes them stand out, especially when promoting them through online conversations?
So our cakes and pastries are made with the best ingredients you can find here in our local city. And with a lot of love, we focus on creating unique flavors and designs that are both beautiful and, of course, delicious. We also give to provide and incorporate a personal touch into our creation, making them truly special. So when venturing and promoting online, we try to highlight aspects that gives off a high quality, especially for the photos in marketing, while engaging descriptions that capture the essence of each piece and each product that we offer.
That's really impressive. I imagine customers sometimes have a very unique or special request. How do you handle these situations and what's your process for turning their ideas into reality?
So when answering specifically customer inquiries, I love working with customers to create the pieces that they have in mind and with every detail that they have. I always make sure that we can cater to what they need. I take time to understand their requests, and after every suggestion, we bring these ideas into life. So our team always strive to exceed their expectations. So our processes involves a lot of communication and brainstorming, and as well as sketching every product so that we can follow what their specifications are. And with that, our ideas are really incorporated until we arrive into the design that is perfectly capturing their visions.
That could be exciting and challenging. On that note, what challenges do you face when responding to online inquiries, and how do you overcome them to maintain excellent customer service?
So customer service is very detailed and something that is not everyone can achieve. So one challenge is managing inquiries from multiple platforms. We have Facebook, Instagram, and I use the system to track all inquiries and ensure that no one is left unanswered, because sometimes we get too busy that we might overlook some inquiries that could really affect our business. So with that, I also try to be as responsive as possible even in busy days. I find that aside from specific times on each day to respond queries, it helps me stay on top of things while we work on the designs. I also respond to queries, and with that, we ensure that everyone gets the attention that they deserve.
Yeah, it's clear that values play a big role in how you approach your work. What values are most important to your brand, and how do they guide the way you communicate with your customers online?
Okay, so our brand values quality, creativity, and most of all, customer satisfaction. We believe in using the best ingredients, creating unique and beautiful designs, as well as providing excellent customer service. We strive to reflect these values in every interaction we have with customers. Let's say, for example, I use a high quality photo to showcase the products that we have, especially for our specialty products in every event, like it be Christmas, New Year, or Valentine's. And with that, we also do strive to be helpful and, again, be responsive in our online communication.
Alright, so as someone who interacts with customers daily, you're such an integral part of the business. How do you see your role evolving as the business continues to grow?
So as the business grows, we hope to continue a strong relationship with our beloved customers, as well as to create a team that shares the same passion for this industry and this business. We also want to explore new ways to connect with our audience, share our creations, different designs, different ideas, in order for us to reach a wider audience. So our role will likely evolve to focus more on strategy, marketing, and team management because, of course, no man is an island and we must all work together in order to achieve the same cause. So with that, we always remain deeply involved in the creative process without slacking or anything that may affect our business so that, again, we can improve our customer interactions.
And that's really insightful, no? At the end of the day, what do you hope customers take away from their interactions with you and the brand?
So for me personally, so as a figure aside from the food industry, the way I interact with people who would like to share and collaborate with me as a model and ambassador is something I approach with utmost professionality and gratefulness. So with this, I believe that this is something I hope that you or anyone I interact with see in me, that I am very thankful for what I have and in every opportunity that comes my way, especially in this podcast.
Yeah, with that in mind, when creating content, what strategies or steps do you usually use to really connect and engage with your audience?
Okay, so first off, when creating a content, one must consider what event and or product that you are trying to promote. What message do you want your audience to receive?
Yeah.
Let's say I have an event for judging, and when I post a photos or different videos regarding that said activity, I will credit, of course, the organizers, in order for them to acknowledge and also appreciate the event itself. On the other hand, when I promote a product or something that I have collaborations with other brand, or let's say an X deal, one must consider the different types of products that we're about to promote. Let's say you have a skincare, one must have good skin and sometimes a clean aesthetics, as you may say it, or the vibe itself. No? So anything that relates to the product is a message, like let's say nonverbal communication, because in every post and in every content that you make, everything is seen and is directed to the audience, and to what message that you send out to them is you should make sure that they receive the same message that you want them to understand.
Now, how do you make sure that what you're putting out there stays relevant and relatable to the people you're trying to reach?
One thing to know when wanting to be relevant is that you must know your target audience. You must know the audience that is looking at you. Well, for me personally, my audience are basically women. My passion is about lifestyle, makeup, modeling, and anything related to fashion. And with that, I can sometimes say it is a struggle, especially when interactions are low, engagements are low, but it is very important to also know that those interactions, that when you have a lesser days compared to the very engaging days, it is a normal thing to have, especially when you are a content creator. So noting that being authentic itself and being what you are and staying true to your brand itself is what makes you relevant.
Yeah, alright, that's correct, no? Now, have you ever faced challenges in keeping your audience interested? If so, how do you handle those moments?
Well, again, it is very important to note that in order to have a connection, in order to have a relation with your audience, one must be authentic and most of all, be consistent, because in every post you may have, it's not that you can post today and not be seen for the next following week. It's like a ghosting effect now. So knowing that your audience may forget about you in a while, but when you pop up again, they'll be reminded of what content they'll be following and what type of message that they are getting from you.
Alright, finally, Miss Reina, what advice would you give to someone looking to build a stronger connection with their audience through their content?
So, aside from being consistent and wanting to be a remarkable content creator in relating to your audience, being relevant is a step to being authentic. When you are real, when you are staying true to your brand, and when you are relating heart to heart with your audience, authenticity is something that touches the hearts of everyone. So again, authenticity is the most relevant thing to do, especially when you're in this type of industry that, of course, we all know that change is constant, that every creator in such a saturated business is everyone is fighting for their spotlight, everyone is fighting for their process, and with that, when you are authentic, because everyone can see when someone is faking it or when someone is being real, so authenticity comes along a good way when you do it in the right way.
Yeah, I believe building a connection is about showing that you care and creating a space where your audience feels seen and heard.
Correct.
This has been such a great conversation, but before we wrap up, one last question for you. If you could inspire someone, whether a student, an entrepreneur, or working professionals, what advice would you give to help them pursue their dreams?
Okay, so some may say I may not have enough credibility or reliability enough to say this, because yes, I am still a student and I'm in the quarter life that I'm still beginning in my journey as well. So for my future self and for everyone who is listening, I encourage everyone to follow your passion, work hard, and never give up on your dreams, because if you believe in yourself and your vision, anything is possible. So don't be afraid to take risks and learn from your mistakes, and always strive to be the best that you can be.
Oh, that's so impressive. Thank you so much, Ms. Reina, for your time, your journey, and your wisdom with us today. It's amazing how much effort you put into ensuring that every customer feels heard and valued. Yeah, for everyone tuning in, thank you for joining us on the Fem Talk. I hope today's conversation inspire you to chase your passions and embrace the challenges along the way. Don't forget to follow us for more empowering stories and conversations. Until next time, this is Shail de las Alas. Stay inspired and take care.